Hello, 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 it's Kevin here. Time for a video. This one comes with a warning. If you see this file, where's my finger? Am I pointing in the right direction? Yeah. This file, if you have it, delete it immediately. It's no good. If you're writing for OET, it's going to cost you. You're going to fail. Don't use it. I'll tell you why. So, as you know, if you're watching this, I'm an online teacher and educator. I've got the YouTube, podcast, content. I do research, writing for journals, etc. Anyway, I do quite a lot of things. And my main activity is teaching my students. I get lots of doctors, nurses, pharmacists, veterinarians, etc. who are taking the OET. Medical purposes, occupational English test. And the reason I'm making this video is this has happened twice in just this week. A couple of doctors, one's a medical student, one's a doctor, they both sent me writing tasks based on case notes from this particular file. And what is bad about it is they use the sample. So let's see if we can get to where we want to be. So for example, just in case you haven't got this file. So you've got some case notes. Now, the main thing to notice is this is unattributed, right? We don't know who made it, who compiled it. There's no name on it. It says OET in the corner, but that's it. With no idea anywhere in this file who the author or compiler is. But this is going round on the internet. It's going round, where is it? You can find it on Scribd, Studico, Stuvia, Telegram channels, Course Hero, Study Pool, Pinterest, Facebook groups, Reddit groups. If you're using a copy of this from any of those, you're learning the wrong habits, and the samples that they include here, they're just not worth copying. They're just not worth it. They're a total waste of time. Now, let me get back to this and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've got a screen. I've got all my screens here. So let's take a look at one example for Walker, and I'll try and show you how this doesn't actually work. And I'll tell you what you should do instead. Okay, so let me scroll to this one, Walker. Okay, now, as I keep saying to you, all my students, only use official materials, right? Go to OET.com, we've got 5 practice tests. You can buy more in the store. Go to E2, the premium service. Go to Swoosh, the premium service, Benchmark EDU. Don't get random stuff off the internet. So you've got the case notes here. These aren't too bad. Some of the case notes are not so good, but if we consider the sample. Now, we think of the criteria, right? You've got the purpose, content, conciseness and clarity, genre and style, organization, and language. We've got 6. Okay. Your purpose is scored from 0 to 3. The rest from 0 to 7. To get a band grade B, you need 350, which is 2 for purpose, 55555. Is it 55555? For the rest, content, conciseness, etc. Okay, so the purpose must be immediate. Okay, and not contain any irrelevant information. Let me just put this over here, put this over here. Okay. So I did a rewrite of this. My student sent me a letter very similar to this one on the left, whichever way my finger's pointing, on the left. Because this, right, sorry. Over there, wherever, right? So PDF on the left, on your left, if you're watching, on my right because the camera's right. Anyway, so 1 and 2 side by side comparison. So I'm writing to refer this patient. You never use patient, you always use the name. Okay. The RE, if you look at mine, what's it about? Okay. Now, usually you would have the DOB, so I would put that there, but that's not the key issue. So, I'm writing to refer this patient. Okay. What's his name? A 40-year-old married man with 2 sons aged 3 and 5. Now, what's that got to do with me? I'm a urologist. What's his family status got to do with me? Nothing whatsoever. If it doesn't affect the condition, the chief issue, my treatment, don't include it. So, right from the start, you've got this purpose, might score 1. Okay. Look at the rewritten version. I'm writing to urgently refer Mr. Darren Walker for specialist assessment of prostate enlargement in the context of an elevated PSA. Now, as we know, as you should know, urgent referrals, today's visit, with the chief condition, the chief issues, the chief symptoms, comes paragraph 2, if it's an urgent referral, every time. So, at today's review, he reported discomfort on urination, 8 kilograms loss of weight. Examination showed a firm prostate. Digital rectal examination is PSA, blah, blah, blah. Now, look at the other one, at the sample. It's got it the wrong way around. It's written like a chronology. That's not how urgent referrals work. Initial examination, real strong family history, related illness, elderly father, mother was diagnosed, Mr. Walker's a smoker. So you've got medical history, you've got social history, then you've got, you've got family history, social history, then you've got some medical history, a visit. So that's a single paragraph. Right? It's supposed to be one theme a paragraph. So you've got this jumble of information here, but again, if you look at the structure, urgent letter, referral, right? Today's visit, paragraph 2, because that's the chief complaint. It's meant to be done in order of importance. So if you look at mine, okay, that purpose, there's no irrelevant stuff about marital status or his kids. I'm sure they're very nice children, but what's that got to do with me as a urologist? Nothing. Get to the point. I'm writing to urgently refer Mr. Darren Walker, specialist assessment, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Today's review, having trouble with urinating, 8 kilograms, which is quite a lot. You know, prostate enlarged is PSA. Okay. Then, by way of background, or you could say initially on this first presentation or whatever, Mr. Walker came for a routine checkup, overweight, hypertensive, unremarkable, kept smoking and exercise and so and some stuff. Yeah. But when he came back today, things have changed. In light of the current findings, restatement of purpose, would appreciate your urgent assessment for management, including consideration of prostate biopsy to exclude malignancy. Please keep me informed of the results. Yours sincerely, Kevin A. Dean, GP. So, you've got the dubious purpose with irrelevant information. You've got that mixture, you've got the wrong structure. Anyway, so it's just not good. If you follow these, there's 50 samples. Let me close that off and get back to here. Okay. So if you follow this one, you're going to be writing incorrectly every single time. You know, but Bethany Taylor, they're not so bad. Case notes. The sample, this sample's not so good because it doesn't mention your patient admitted herself. You mean self-admitted. Admission, okay. Does it say why she had this thing? Well, here it doesn't, because the key thing in the notes is that, so admission date 1st of March, the night before, what was she doing? Having some gleeful cocaine. But in the sample, there's no mention of this trigger. There's no mention of it. Where's the trigger? Does it say anything about why she decompensated? No. So that key component, which the GP would be looking for, is missing. Let's have a look at some more. Sally Fletcher. Let's have a look at this one. I'm not going to go through all of 50. So if we look at this purpose, was admitted to the surgical. It's like she was admitted to the surgical Fairbanks Memorial Hospital on 25th of March. That's very wordy for the purpose. Do we really need all this? I don't think so. Discharge, been suffering painful periods. Now, right. Now, my patient, yeah. So, I know this because she's my patient, right? So, you know, because it says your patient, I'm a GP, so presumably I should know this, you know? So how this should be, it should make reference to the fact that she's my patient and she was admitted due to circumstances which I'm aware of. Yeah. So you can see how that sample just doesn't really work. Let's have a look. Any more examples I can pull out? And this is, I'm just going, you know, through these here. Endocrinologist. Oh yeah, right. Don't put this. Thanks for seeing. I haven't seen her yet. So how can you thank me for seeing when I haven't seen her yet? What is it? So what is it you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to do something? So it's a referral. So discharge. Right. So this is the purpose. You want me to sort it out with control and maybe give her an insulin pump, right? So that's what you need to have in your purpose. So thanks for seeing. I haven't seen her yet. New patient. Okay, but what do you want me to sort of do? And I've got to read right down to the bottom before I find out what the actual main issue, which should be in your purpose, main issue condition actually is. Let's see what else we've got. That's any good. It's got something. Look at some. I think you're seeing this patient, 38. You're right. You don't see that. You know, right? You never refer to them as patient unless it's your patient. You always put name. Thank you, and you've got this thank you for seeing. I haven't seen him yet. How can you thank me? So I'm writing to request, report, transfer, discharge, update, whatever your verb is. But don't use this. Thank you for seeing. You should put his name. I'm writing to refer Mr. David Taylor, age 38, for possible arthroscopy. Right? That's the issue. That's a chief complaint. Right? Married with 3 kids. Good for him. He's a landscape gardener. Should that be in the purpose? I don't think it should. So if you are following these as an example, you've actually guaranteed to fail. Right? So don't use that. Thank you for seeing. You always put, title, Mr. David Taylor, age 38, who has a damaged cartilage in the left knee, and or you could say like, I'm requesting your assessment of Mr. David Taylor, age 38, for a possible arthroscopy due to damaged cartilage, or something such as that, but not marital status. We don't need it. What else have we got here? Tom Cribb. Let's have a look at this sample here. Married, well, he's unemployed. We've all been unemployed at some point, but what's that got to do with the chief presenting complaint, issue, etc.? Mr. Cribb, a married, unemployed male who has a renal mass. So, again, can you see? I would appreciate your assessment of. So, let's have it right. We'll just have a look at one more, because this is getting a bit tedious. I hope you can see the point I'm trying to make. 28-year married woman, okay. Last 10 family, she's got 2 kids, okay. So what's the... Right, so, again, today's visit should be paragraph 2, right? She presented today, accompanied by husband, depressed, not showing eye contact, bizarre behavior, disorganized speech, hallucinations, blah, blah, blah. So that should be paragraph 2. Because that's the chief presenting complaint or condition or issue, whatever. So again, if you're using this like book, which I recommend that you don't, you can see what the issue is. You've got the hidden purpose, you've got vague requests, you've got reversed chronology. Is it a chronology? Is it a theme? Is it urgent? Is it not? The structure might be missing key details, like the one about using cocaine the night before, and so on. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about this book. So, if you have it, delete it. If you've printed it out, burn it. Don't use it. Go to OET.com, use official materials. It's just that simple. Or go to E2. Go to Benchmark or Swoosh, but don't use this file. Anyway, that's enough of my rant for today. I hope you can see why this is not a good book for you to use. So, see you next time. It's a bit of a disorganized video, a bit of a rant in like fact, but I'm so busy these days, I haven't got time to be polishing things and writing scripts and having a shave and having nice stuff, right? I get some students, they've got some issues, they've got to be addressed. There you go. So, don't use it. Use official materials instead. Right, that'll do for now. Any questions, send me a message, find me on iTalki, whatever. I'll see you later. Bye for now.